Welcome all Lego fans. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to my channel. Let's talk about Lego. My name is Andy. Thanks for joining me. And today, guys, I want to talk a little bit more about the roads, obviously, as we have here in front of us. I've got the road matched up all the way down through here. All the plates switched over to where the bike lane is on the very outside. I still got barriers to put up. I still got to build some of those. I ran out of the ones that I had already built. So that's that. And then down here, this 48 plate is just a placeholder right now. So don't worry too much about it. It is not going to be staying there permanently. It's going to be replaced by 32 plate when I get more built. So it's just in there to so it can show me right where my plate needs to go on this 48 plate for this corner right here. So this right here basically is how it's going to be laid out. It's going to have, well, it's going to be a little different because this is hanging over the plate there. But we can eliminate these tiles right here. But the gist of it is it's going to come through here, it's going to turn, and then it's going to go over the tracks with a railroad crossing here, and then it's going to end up about right here on the other side, which is still hanging over a bit. But if I put a 2x4, a wood 2x4 on the side of here, bring this out another 1.5 inches, we should be okay. That would give, however, see this 25-inch platform, that's 2.5 base plates. So it would be a little bit over 1.5 base plates behind it then. Whatever this is hanging over, it would be 1.5 plus that back here. So we'd have to compensate for that and fill it in with a section about that size in between. Or just leave it open in the back or something. I don't know. I don't know how funky that would look, but if you catch what I'm saying is if we let this hang over and we put a 2x4 here, then this being exactly 2.5 base plates, because 25 inches is going to be off, and either there's going to be a space in the back or we'll have to fill it in or something. So what do you think about my solution here for this corner? I thought at first I wouldn't be able to use a 48 plate because I thought that would drive this plate over this way, but it doesn't, because I can manipulate the road however it needs to be on the 48 plate to line up with this as it sits. Now the reason I don't go farther this way, this way, is because I don't think I can build the railroad crossing over top the flex track. Well, that's one reason, and the other reason is this wouldn't line up anyway if I did that. I mean, I guess I could probably barely get it to line up. Wouldn't have any room for the bike lane. Somebody mentioned in the comments maybe just to toss out the bike lane right here because there's no room for it. But, I mean, I thought about that, but if you move this over to where it just hits the track there for the railroad crossing, it hits the regular track away from this flex track, and then it hangs over here a little bit, but it would line up there perfectly with the room for the bike lane. So I think that's how I'm going to end up doing it. So let's go ahead and build this corner plate and see how it comes out. All right, folks, there we go. There's the corner piece, completely built and put in place, and the bike lane is intact. Took a little while to get that built. It had to be a custom design, of course, because I had to add in, as you see right here, had to add in like 5 studs between here, this road plate and this road plate. And then I had to add a 1 stud tile in between this road plate and this road plate to get it to work. But got it lined up. Now it's lined up with this one over here. So I'll build my railroad crossing there. And then right here, I think what I'll do is just put another 2x4 onto this platform. It'll give me a little less room in between, but it'll give me a little bit more room over here. And then that road plate can go basically along the edge all the way down as far as the road's going to go. I don't know how far that's going to be yet. And then over here, that 48 plate will be removed, and we will put in, it looks like two 32 plates will work there, but I gotta measure that. Okay, looks like it's not gonna be exact. I got 21¼ inches there. So it's gonna be two base plates, two road plates, plus 1¼ inches. How many studs are in 1¼ inch? Well, let's see. There's about 3 studs per inch. So I don't know how it'll be about 4 studs. It'll be about 4 studs, 2 plates and 4 studs or something like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out perfectly because of the way I laid out the platform. I didn't, as far as length goes. And then the fact it's hanging over, that's probably what the problem is. That's why it doesn't come out right. I did make this platform exact length, but the fact that it's hanging over there by 1¼ inch, that's why it's off 1¼ inch down here. So that makes sense. So it's all pushed that way. So I'll have to fill it in there and compensate for it somehow. But yeah, what do you think overall here on my my road plates? Matching up here on this corner, coming all the way down through here. Everything looks good down that way. I got to put my barriers on there. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself for getting this corner to work out and everything. I was afraid it was going to be a little harder than expected. I got a little hole right there. I had a piece in there. It must have fell out. I'll have to put that back in there. But yeah, just to put those, to bring those two lines together, I had a piece in there that wasn't intact, apparently. So yeah, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. One thing this layout is lacking that my previous layout had is a forest / camping / rural area. And I don't know if I'm going to have room to put one in this platform. I mean, I'm hoping, but I've got so many buildings that still need to be replaced. I've got buildings that I'm building. As a matter of fact, that just reminds me, it's under construction right now, is the Tudor Corner building. I've got that almost done. So that'll need to be placed in the city. And then other buildings that are still in boxes are like the bank. I've got the bank mock that I built. I've got a couple other small rebrickables, I believe, are still in the boxes that need to be placed. And then, like here at the edge of the raised platform, I've got some trees and stuff, but I'm thinking about replacing those with buildings as well. And then you got the train station there, and you got the parking garage there, and then down here, I don't know, maybe I could use this section for a camping or a forest area. It wouldn't be too big unless it extended onto the other side of the tracks. That's a possibility. But you know what's missing here also? I just realized I didn't put a T-plate in here. I need a T-plate right here in the middle so the road can go down that way. How did I miss that? Yeah, so this is not going to be a straight road, just going to have a T-plate in it. So I can go down the middle of that platform and have buildings on each side of it as well, just like I have over here. Or I could put it off to one side so that I don't have to use 48 road plates like I did over there. I could put it to one side and use 32 road plates and then have some room left over on the other side. So maybe I'll do that. Because this over here takes up the entire platform because I used 48 road plates in the middle, which leaves 32. Well, it leaves 32 when you have the tracks on each side. It leaves a 32 plate left on each side of the road. So, but if I did it differently, if I didn't center it and used 32 plates, I could have some room left over. So possibly you could use that for my forest or camping area, because the 25-inch platform over here is pretty much spoken for, because I need to put my Ninjago stuff on there. I need to put my farm on there somewhere, and possibly the airport. I don't even know if I'm going to have room for an airport. Of course, out there beyond those tracks is going to be the amusement park and the beach, as it was on the previous layout. It's going to be wider, obviously, because that platform that it was on before was only 38 inches wide. This one's 50 inches wide, so it's going to be wider. probably going to be deeper too, because I don't think I had that much room on the previous platform as far as depth goes, well, until it runs into the tracks there. But it should be plenty of room for both the amusement park and the beach, I'm hoping. So this gives you another view of the other side of this situation we just talked about. So that looks like it matches up pretty good. And then, of course, that train station I'm going to put over there on those tracks. I got to have room for that as well, because that goes on both sides of the tracks. It's got to be modified to fit into Mills Plate tracks, because right now it's set up for a regular track without any Mills Plates or ballasting or anything on it. Haunted house. I had forest on my mind. Haunted house needs to go over there into the amusement park as well. And the lighthouse needs to go there on the beach. And then the tree house needs to go wherever the camping forest area is going to be. So we got haunted house, lighthouse, and tree house. This guy right here, I think I'm going to put over there next to that corner building where there's a 32 by 48 plate available. And I think I'll just come in here and remove some of these plates. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut the base plate like I always do for these situations. But cut it back to 32 by 48, because as you can see, there's plenty of space back here where the building doesn't need space at. So as long as this, let's see, as long as this is 32, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So yeah, as long as it barely gets it, the 32 studs is right there. So we could cut it right there, and it would just be enough for that building. So that's probably what I end up doing. The A-frame cabin is going to go in the camping slash forest slash recreational rural area as well. So we have to find a place for that too. I don't know what's going to go in its place right here. Well, actually, there's supposed to be a mountain right here. And with the road plate that close, I don't know how much of a mountain I'm going to be able to build. Maybe like a corner mountain that would come around the corner here, come out to the edge of the road there, and then come over here and come out to the edge of the road there or something. It's gonna be a custom design for sure. It's gonna go over the tracks here, and I'm gonna have a heck of a time on that, because I have no idea at this point how it's even gonna go. I'm just gonna start with some big ugly rock pieces. What are they? Burps? Big ugly rock piece? Yeah. Start with those, and then go from there, and use plenty of slopes and all that stuff. Which reminds me, I just placed a huge Lego parts haul, over 4,000 pieces. And it's unfortunate that they're so expensive, man. I mean, you can get a 4,000 piece set like the Natural History Museum over there, 4,014 pieces, and it's only $300. Actually, I paid less than $300 for it. But pieces on the Pick-a Brick wall on this website are about twice that, even more than twice that. I don't know why. I don't know why the parts in the sets are so less expensive than it is buying the parts on the wall. They should be about half the price of what they are, at least. So I've always wondered that. I mean, Pick-a-Brick when you go in the store is cheaper, but Pick-a-Brick on the website is expensive, man. Yeah, and it's getting more expensive. Prices have gone up since I've started ordering stuff. But anyway, I think I'm rambling a little bit. I think that's basically all I've got for you today. I'll have more in terms of the road plates, get that T-plate in there next time, and maybe get that 2x4 wood piece on the outside of that platform and get that ready for the road plate. Maybe start on the railroad crossing. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to have time to do, but there's definitely plenty to do here. So until next time, guys, please take good care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day or evening, whatever it is you happen to be at. And I'll talk to you real soon. All right. Bye-bye.